Hello everyone. Message number 1, never tell Glenn any secrets. Message number 2, I'm very happy to be within this cult today. And message number 3, if the chandeliers start swinging, then we're all in trouble. So just keep an eye on those. So, hello everyone. As Director of Nursing at Salisbury, I wanted to share with you today the nursing and clinical view into the benefits of adopting GS1 standards and the journey that at Salisbury we're currently on in implementing these. I'll aim to cover, therefore, what these standards mean to us as an organisation, what it means to me, our health economy, and most importantly, our patients. So we were delighted to be selected as one of the 6 demonstrator sites for Scan4Safety, or the GS1 standards. As has been said, we are one of 6. Our overarching aim is to improve patient safety through the use of these standards, and I am delighted that we've adopted the Scan4Safety title for that. I think it really translates for our staff and our patients what we're aiming to achieve through this programme of work. I think, as Nick has pointed out, just wanted to note that we're very early on in this journey, and much of my presentation today is about our vision of where this is going to take us. So again, like Nick, a little geography lesson. We're just slightly further up in that peninsula of the southwest of England. We're a small to medium-sized trust, depending on who is defining that. We tend to fall into one or the other of those definitions. We provide a wide range of DGH, so District General Hospital services, both elective and emergency care, to that region within the green on the slide. So that covers South Wiltshire, parts of Dorset and parts of Hampshire. We also provide specialist services such as burns, plastic surgery, cleft lip and palate surgery, genetics and MSK rehabilitation to that wider area that's denoted by the orange. And that covers a population of 3 million people. And then our Spinal Injuries Centre actually covers most of the south and southwest of England, so extending to a population of approximately 11 million people. And that is the purple area that covers the whole of the peninsula, right into the People's Republic of Cornwall, I'm proud to say, and onto Nick's patch. So we're a typical DGH, but with some atypical regional and supra-regional services. And we're also about to vertically integrate with our community services. So from July this year, we shall be providing community services for our local, the green area population. So why were we selected? I think there's a number of reasons why we were in a great position to be an early adopter and demonstrator site for the GS1 standards. Our trust vision is to provide an outstanding experience for every patient, and that's clearly articulated at every level across the trust. And this has recently been commended by our CQC inspection, which the feedback was that actually in terms of culture and our staff aiming to achieve that vision, we were one step ahead and a step beyond what is often found. So we've got a very positive culture around innovation and improvement in the organisation. The implementation of this programme not only supports this vision of putting the patient at the heart of everything we do, but also, as been said before, delivers significant financial and efficiency benefits. There's a real appetite for this change in our workforce, and we firmly believe that it's the right thing for our patients and our staff. We're a trust with a track record of positive collaboration and early adoption. We were one of the 22 original Lord Carter trusts working on the model hospital report that came out, and we continue to work closely with that team. And we're sure that selection as a demonstrator site for GS1 offers us significant benefits to our progress with this work. It will provide us with increasingly accurate and enhanced data at trust and patient care level, which I think we're all yearning for, certainly in the acute sector. Also at Salisbury, at the time that the bids or the invitation to bid came out, we were in the process of signing off a business case for implementation of a comprehensive electronic patient record system, which is due to roll out this year. And we saw a unique opportunity to implement GS1 as part of an integrated system with our electronic patient record. So we plan to run the two as an integrated system to give us the ability to complement each other right across the patient journey to ensure that we're providing safe, high-quality care while improving our effectiveness and efficiency. I think the two systems combined will give us unprecedented clarity across the whole patient journey, together with rich new clinical data that we can use to support our clinical decision-making and our improvement of reliability across our services. So looking at what does Scan4Safety mean to us as an organisation, we think it's threefold. These are in no particular order, because I would probably put them in a slightly different order. But we believe it will not only deliver operational efficiency, but will also improve patient safety and our overall patient experience. When implemented, the standards will enable clarity of the full patient journey, including what clinical procedures have been performed, what equipment has been used, which devices are implanted, what medication has been administered and by whom, and all of this will be recorded in a comprehensive electronic patient record. So in terms of operational efficiency, a standardised way of tracking items will mean less time will be spent looking for equipment and supplies. We'll have better automated stock management processes, and that will mean that stock can automatically be replenished, reducing the amount of time that our clinical staff spend topping up, looking for stock, phoning round, and that will also help us reduce our level of stocks held in clinical areas and free up valuable clinical space that we badly need. We also feel that adoption of the standards will produce a rich set of integrated data at patient level, which, as I've said, will support our clinical decision-making, our reliability of care, improving our patient outcomes for the future. In terms of patient safety, I firmly believe standards will help keep our patients safe from avoidable harm. I see a real opportunity here in implementing these standards, ensuring that products are controlled, variability in practice is reduced, and that product recalls are handled effectively and efficiently. I do feel that once we've got all the core enablers into place and the primary use elements, that for me the opportunities are just endless in terms of patient safety as to what we can achieve through this programme. And then thirdly, patient experience. Clinical staff are clearly going to spend less time performing non-clinical tasks if we can get all of the above, everything that I've just talked about right, and that will enable them to concentrate on patient care, which will result in a positive experience, is my aim. Okay. So, what does Scan4Safety mean to me? A bit of duplication, because of course, having written this presentation, trying to disentangle the organisation and myself can be a tricky one. But for me, if I'm thinking as chief nurse of an organisation, one priority has to be releasing time to care. The overall benefits are vast. That the benefits for our nursing staff are compelling. For the nursing workforce, I know, because through contact hours and various other activities that we carry out, that an inordinate amount of time is spent by them looking for equipment to deliver patient care. Topping up stock, overstocking, I have to say. Sometimes I'm horrified when I walk into our departments and see store cupboards overflowing. That's because they don't have a trust in the system that we have currently in place. And I think if we can overcome that, we can reduce that stock, we can make working much more efficient, and we can ultimately release those nurses to actually be caring for patients. Secondly, obviously I have a passion for nursing. I also have a passion for patient safety, and anyone who's read my biog will note that I've been involved in lots of regional and national initiatives around patient safety. And the possibility to automate product recalls is an area that I feel very strongly about. Having had hands-on experience in dealing with implant recalls, equipment recalls, contact tracing of patients and staff after incidents, I can clearly appreciate the benefits. Whilst we all have safety systems in place to deal with these situations, these are often manual, they're extremely time-consuming and resource draining. And to have an automated system, as was described earlier, as retail were able to respond to an incident, which would enable swift and efficient follow-up in these situations, would just be a huge improvement for us and would obviously improve staff and patient experience as well as safety. I think clear audit trails around traceability when incidents have happened, but also being proactive in terms of incidents, so anything that will add to the safety controls that we have that will stop the wrong implant going into a patient through the use of scanning is obviously, you know, plain and simple for anyone to understand how that would improve our patient safety record. So keeping patients at the centre, because that is what we're all about in healthcare. I would say this is not just a procurement and finance programme, and certainly in Salisbury that's what we're very clear about with our messaging. This is about improving patient safety, improving patient experience, as well as giving us some answers potentially or definitely to our financial challenges, which I know that anyone in the health sector in the audience will understand and I'm sure will share. Whilst there are clearly financial benefits, should not be seen as a finance or procurement-led initiative, and that is why as Director of Nursing I'm taking a leading role on this programme within our organisation. So our approach is very much bottom-up, but with senior management support. So all of our board signed up to this programme when we put in our bid to be one of the demonstrator sites, and there's all our mugshots on there, hopefully too small for you to actually see that we did sign up. So we have got clear senior management and board level endorsement and support on this. We are seeing this as a transformational programme that is being led by the clinical teams. We have really challenged ourselves on our own internal capabilities to deliver this because we absolutely are committed to this being a success. And we have, as a result of that, now got a small GS1 Scan4Safety team who are now in place, and they are absolutely working with our clinical teams to scope the opportunities for this programme going forwards. Our approach is to encourage behavioural changes within the organisation in adopting these new standards. This isn't a major system change. We do already have some good foundations in place, such as GS1 compliant wristbands, blood tracking devices, etc. But this is about what can we do more, where can we go in terms of the next development from this, how can we bring it all together and make it a comprehensive process right across our trust. With our new EPR system, GS1 standards are the final piece of the jigsaw, and it will radically transform Salisbury Trust, we believe. We believe it will deliver consistency across all the systems we currently have, because what is our problem at the moment is although we have pockets of GS1 compliance, this is not a comprehensive process throughout our organisation. So those conversations with clinical teams are happening now. Our GS1 team are currently engaging with clinical areas, particularly focusing on theatres and the wards at present, spending series of days with them, mapping processes, looking at what benefits could be realised, even down to the fundamental of tracking points where positive patient ID should take place. And that might sound really simple, but actually that's something that we've never really thought about in a very systematic way as to how that should happen and when it should happen. We're hoping that by this being very much a bottom-up facilitated approach with clinical teams fully engaged, that will lead to sustainability for our programme in the future. So I just want to finish by saying thank you for listening. I hope that's given you some insight into where we are at Salisbury, and I think we're now going to go over for questions.